Welcome to either it's gonna probably on be on the channel Friday Night FunCon, but in the works of basketballing.
Basketballing.
That's
Bowling.
the name that Caleb wants to go with. But so I'm gonna just kick us off with some just basketball news just to get us up and going with the icebreakers, bruh. So first we got Charles Barkley. It's his last year, he said, doing broadcasting for the NBA, bruh. I feel like that's just gonna just. I think it puts it more in question of what the other guys are gonna do now because I feel like he might be done like just working. But I feel like Kenny Jet Smith, like he said he might want to look for coaching. So I feel like, what do y'all think?
Wait, didn't they lose the show
Yeah,
anyway?
Yeah. Yeah, I thought like Shaq and like all of them aren't they like not having that show anymore?
yeah,
So
but
last year they're doing TNT. That's
I
what I
I
know.
I bet you Shaq will be on TV still, but Charles Barkley's not gonna be on TV anymore.
It's
And
gonna
then
be a whole different channel or whatever
yeah,
they do. They haven't even got a deal yet, but I
facts.
don't know what's gonna happen to them. Was it
Gonna
NBA on
suck.
TNT or whatever?
Yeah,
Inside the NBA, yeah, it's
Inside
on
the
TNT.
NBA, yeah.
Yeah.
What is Ernie Johnson gonna do now?
bro, he's been working for like what, like 40 years or something.
Yeah,
You
he's
know,
pretty
Shaq just
He
dropped a
old.
song.
started on
I'm pretty sure
baseball.
Shaq just dropped a song.
He might go back to baseball.
Ernie Johnson was in baseball?
Yeah, he started with baseball.
Oh, I did not know that.
You don't know
Um,
game. You don't know ball.
yeah, I guess I don't know baseball though. Well,
Well, good thing is a basketball podcast.
yeah, true.
Shaq actually just dropped a song with Notorious B.I.G., I'm pretty sure.
He's dead.
What? What?
What?
He's
Or maybe it wasn't
dead.
Notorious. Maybe it's just B.I.G. How did that happen?
Wait,
Maybe it's just
what?
B.I.G. Maybe I'm I just thought he wrong. doesn't rap. I thought he's just a DJ.
That's impossible.
He's the
It's
notorious
called, it's called
B.I.G.
You Can't Stop the Rain with Notorious B.I.G.
They stopped the rain with bullets.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe it's like a
that's
sample
crazy.
from one of his songs or something.
It's
Maybe it's
Probably.
notorious.
maybe it's AI.
But
Do
back
you
on
think that's gonna help with getting Charles Barkley back on the air?
no.
I think he's done. I I think think he's he's
He's
retiring.
off the air.
Yeah, I think he's
I,
done with
I think
whatever
the
he's
Jet
doing.
Fest might
But
try.
I don't think that everyone else is gonna retire and follow with him. I think that I think they're gonna stick with it.
Yeah.
Do whatever goes on, whatever the NBA buys and whatever new show they have, because it's not gonna be TNT anymore.
Yeah. So Embiid gave us two things during his broadcast when he was on the that was game five, no, that was game four, yeah, of the game. And he gave us the quote, hopefully we find a way to add some pieces, and then looked at Paul George. And then we also said he said if the whole East wasn't hurt, myself included, then the Eastern Conference Finals and Finals might be different. What are you guys' opinions on both of those things? We'll tackle the looking at Paul George thing first.
I don't think he's getting Paul George, bro. I'm saying it right now. He's not going to the Sixers. He's staying in LA. There's just no way he's going to pair up with Embiid. He's got to stay healthy, bro. Even he said it. Even he said in the interview, he's like, "Man, we got to stay healthy first, including me."
But they have so much money. Yeah, they're gonna get somebody. They're gonna pay some person that like $60 million that they have, and they're gonna move on from Tobias Harris, hopefully, because he was hot blood.
He doesn't even fit their age group. Like they have Maxi, who's proven that he's a star now, and he's
Yeah,
young.
Maxi been going crazy.
Yeah, do they want to pair that with old Paul George? He's not
Paul
that
George
old,
fits in
but
like every situation. Like he fits it like along co-stars like so easily.
yeah, but
Cannot
that's a
trade
lot of
Paul
money that
George.
you're gonna have to pay him to try to pry him out of LA.
It's a lot of money. I'd pay more than Tobias.
Well, yeah, I don't think they're gonna have Tobias on their team anyway. But It's not gonna be Paul George.
What do you think, Caleb? Mr. Quiet over there.
Who do I think they're gonna sign?
Yes, it's just about Paul George in general.
Well, I don't know.
Or just the Sixers. They're not
I
gonna do
can't see
much.
Paul George in a Sixers jersey. That would make my
Why? You're in the red, white, and blue.
I don't know. I couldn't see it.
You
I
just
also
want him because you're in Philly now. That's why you want him.
Yeah.
yeah, big
I would totally get a jersey. I would totally get a jersey. Bro, he fits perfectly with what they want to do. I think they should bring back Kelly Oubre because he played amazing for them. And I think they could just like Kelly Oubre, Kyle Maxey, and Joel Embiid are like the only players that like I really have faith in. Paul Reed's fun in the regular season, but he can't play in the playoffs. And then Buddy Hield was hot duty, but the idea and thought of Buddy Hield is really really good, but he was like horrible.
Buddy Hield's good for shooting threes. He'll play some defense here and there, but
He'll shoot them for sure, but making them,
historically he's been good, but not recently.
yeah. But as I'm saying, the thought of Buddy Hield is a lot better than what he
he
did.
actually is.
Yeah, nowadays he's not. He's not what he used to be.
Yeah.
He's still good. He's still a hooper.
So on to the next bit of news. Oh yeah, no. Then what do we think about if the East was healthy? Then would this be our final still?
I
No
don't know.
way.
Yeah, I was gonna
Really?
say it's
I think it totally would be.
Yeah, I think it also
it
would
would-
be.
I don't
I
think
don't
so.
think
I think
anybody
the
would beat the
Bucks would be
Celtics.
a lot closer.
What?
But other than
Yeah, I
saying,
guess.
And we've also never even seen a healthy Embiid in the playoffs. Like he's always injured when it comes to playoff time. Imagine if he was fully healthy. I
I
don't think they'd make it to the finals, but
still don't think
like
the 76ers team had it enough to make it with a fully healthy Embiid. And the Bucks they showed they struggled in the regular season, and I had no faith going into their postseason. And they showed that I that even with their like okay performances from Dame, and I love Dame, but he did not perform in the spotty games he played in, and then having Giannis not be there, of course, is a gut punch. But that should have been a season. That should have been a series that they should have at least been fighting in. And it felt like the Pacers were like, it felt like the Pacers were like the games the Pacers that were losing in that game. They were just losing it by themselves and like giving it to the Pacers and giving it to the Bucks, except for that one game that Lillard went crazy in the first half. And then didn't they even lose that game? I thought. Oh no, they still won that game.
yeah,
Yeah,
but a
that was
healthy
a tough
Giannis
one.
makes all the difference, bro.
Like the Celtics are such above. That's what we're seeing. Like they're just above everybody. Like, and they've been above everybody this whole year.
Yeah, and they're so deep.
Yeah,
They're
like
so good defensively. Yeah, I just don't see.
you're gonna
Even if like Giannis played
have,
great, I don't think they would have beat the Celtics in a 7-game series.
I
I think
think
it would
this
have been
last
close.
game in the finals proves otherwise, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Whose last game in the finals?
The Celtics last game, when they got blown out by the Mavericks, like yeah, it wasn't good for the Mavericks because they're down 0-3, but they proved that they got their asses smacked. Like they're not invincible, and they almost came down. Like it was close in other series, but if other teams were as healthy as they were, I think it would have been different.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, they had won their last 10 games before this. And I feel like if they win this next one, nobody's even going to remember that the Mavs won that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
no one is even gonna remember.
The Celtics haven't like even in the Pacers series, like there was a good amount of games that I felt like the Pacers could have still won one. And then the Heat, Tyler Hero was able to win them one against like the Celtics. Like those games, those games happen in a series, and then it's just a team getting hot at a hot point. I mean, it is. I can't put that against the Celtics. I think the Celtics have had a dominant whole season and a complete dominance on the playoffs, and no other team has had that. And it was kind of like very reminiscent to like last year's like Nuggets, and like I feel like there was a lot of good teams in that playoffs, but like the year the Nuggets won, there was no team that could mess with that like Nuggets pick and roll, like no team.
Yeah,
But
like they're not being challenged at all.
yeah, and they're not
Like
even
every
at full, they're not even at full health. They haven't had Porzingis this whole entire playoffs.
yeah, that's true. That's crazy.
Who's like their biggest like game changer. But um
I
next
think that last year's Nuggets team is better than this year's Celtics team. No lie.
Really, I
But isn't
mean,
last
Yeah.
year's
definitely better
Nuggets
than the
team
Mavs.
basically
I would have loved to see
this
that
year's Nuggets
series.
team?
huh?
Yeah, but they were hungry for the championship though.
Oh yeah, that is true. Yeah, that team was. Yeah, they
I
played a
mean,
lot
there was like
different last
nobody
year.
that could stop them.
They yeah.
I think
And it
last
was
year's
way more of a
Nuggets.
mismatch against the Heat.
Yeah.
Oh,
They didn't play it. They didn't play a single they play all playing teams.
That's true, but they smacked all of them. It was one of the most dominant playoff runs. You can't deny that.
Well,
that is true.
this one's also been pretty dominant for the Celtics.
Yeah, but they've had a pretty easy run,
I
bro.
didn't even watch.
It's a pretty easy run to the playoffs, all things considered. I mean, like I'm not discrediting them. Like, they've earned it for sure. And they've earned this championship. But
Yeah,
The
they've
East,
had.
man, come on, man. It could be
Yeah.
better.
But but when they finally played the West, they beat them 3-0. And now like they got stomped in that game, but there's nothing in my mind that thinks they're not just gonna come out and win this in Boston.
Oh, you
Yeah,
think
but I
they're?
mean, they're taking it home.
That's what I'm saying. Like I think they're gonna win it in Boston as well. Like I think they're gonna just win it
Oh,
the
absolutely.
They're closing it out 100%.
Yeah.
Like they've earned the championship for sure.
Yeah.
It's an easy run though.
but it's not an easy one because
It's been an easy run.
they played Luca and Kyrie.
Yeah, but
Destroyed all
Luca
that.
is so banged up. You see, he's got to take steroid injections, bro. He's so banged up,
I
and
don't know.
he didn't play defense until game 4.
I think I feel like I get what Mike is saying though. Like they just haven't really been challenged, and the series haven't been that exciting. So I feel like the championship isn't, I guess, like as worthwhile as like when the Cavs came back that one year.
I'll give credit to them because they did have a lot of down to the wire games with the Pacers that they were able to close out.
Yeah.
But it's the Pacers.
But
Yeah, true.
that's the series I honestly questioned them the most and almost like discredited them the most because it felt like they were playing with their food the entire series because it felt
They
like
were,
they couldn't
but the good thing they were able to close them out though.
close out the Pacers in any of the games until like very, very late. But like the Heat series was exactly how I expected that to go. And then this finals has been very, very dominant for them. And what was I'm missing another series. What's the other series that they played?
The other team that they played in the playoffs,
Yeah.
they played the Pacers. They played in the first round. They were, gosh, who was it?
The Heat, wasn't it?
It was the Heat. Yeah, wasn't it the Heat?
It was Heat, and then who's second round? Was it the Pacers? That's not how they played.
Yeah, Pacers. Or no, no,
Cleveland,
no. Conference championship
Cavs.
was the Pacers, and then it was
Boston played the Cavs.
the Sixers, wasn't it?
In
Didn't they
game
play the
one.
Sixers?
Oh, it was Cleveland.
Oh,
It was Cleveland. I totally
I
forgot.
Yeah,
forget.
They
That
won.
was
the
such a
They
Cavs.
lost
that was
the
such
That
a
was the
quick and
semifinals.
fast
Yeah, they won in
series.
That's
5
what I'm
games.
saying. Like they're dominant like this playoff.
Gosh.
Like yeah, you
Yeah,
can't
they beat Miami in 5.
No, they destroyed game. Or Boston destroyed Cleveland in those semifinal games, bro.
destroyed them.
Yeah,
They did.
120-95,
Yeah,
106-93.
they went stupid.
But
I honestly forgot that Cleveland was in the playoffs. I'm not gonna lie. They've been killing it.
Yeah, I did
They went
too,
over my
honestly.
head.
So I'm looking at our thing. We got 10 minutes before we go to break. So I'm gonna hit y'all with some championship odds for next year, and I find them very interesting. So
Mhm.
Celtics we have at plus 280.
Of course.
Nuggets plus 700. OKC plus 800, Minnesota and Milwaukee plus 850, and Dallas 900. I find this extremely interesting because this tells me that the bettors, like the odds, they don't care about this Mavericks run at all because they have them at the dead last at plus 900. And then that they respect the Nuggets to win the West again. They have them at plus 700. But they still have the Celtics at plus 280, which is insane from the 280 gap to 700.
Man, I don't think the Celtics. I don't think they can win
I don't
back
think
to
they can do
back.
back to back because they have to
We
get.
haven't seen a back to back in how many years? It's been since the Golden State days, right?
Yeah, and the fact that
Yeah, I was gonna say Warriors probably.
Derek White is such a big question mark right now. Like that.
Is his contract up?
Yeah, he up for an extension.
Oh yeah, and he's gonna want a lot of money.
Yeah, the Golden State Warriors were the last
FaceTime. It
really
seems like someone's
dominant
not
team.
committed. It seems like someone's not committed.
Wait, what is my video not on?
He's
Oh, sorry.
not committed.
Oh man, get Ryan Klein on here.
We need to get someone to replace Caleb. He's trying to take the company, trying to name it basketball and
I'm gonna steal it.
but
I
yeah,
don't,
so those odds I was actually very surprised that they think this Dallas run is honestly not repeatable at all next year.
Yeah, I was gonna say they don't expect the Mavs to come back to the finals.
And they're putting a lot of, I mean, plus 700 to plus 800 for OKC. They are putting a lot of respect on OKC. They have OKC over Minnesota, who beat the Nuggets, which is insane. So, and then Mike has a good point because they expect Milwaukee to be back up and running again next year. Because I
Yeah,
also agree. I also
Giannis back, hopefully.
that's the thing. But they don't have the 76ers in here, which I honestly think is even more interesting because I feel like we kind of
Or
saw,
the Knicks.
huh?
Are the
yeah,
Knicks
no,
on there?
No, the Knicks are not. This is
That's interesting to me because
That is
honestly, they were
interesting.
making a pretty solid run in my
I hope
book.
they don't have a run like the Hawks did and
I
then
don't.
just never touch
Yeah,
the Eastern
same
Conference
with,
Finals again.
same with the Pacers. I'm scared they're gonna get settled with having Dookie Nimhard. I love Nimhard, but I don't want him to be like our whole entire next 3 years. That'd be tough.
Yeah. Y'all need to keep Halliburton.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I think I just find it interesting that Milwaukee's on here and that the 76ers or the Knicks aren't on here because both of those had way better playoffs and I feel like both of those have like way more room for improvement. Like I feel like we've kind of seen with the Bucks, like they're tied to Damian Lillard, they're tied to Giannis, and then and then Chris Middleton actually looked amazing in the playoffs, so I wouldn't even try to move on from him. So I feel like you're tied to all these players and like you trying to get better with trying to get upgrades from Pat Connaughton to like a better player. Like it's kind of hard to moving up. But like with the 76ers, like I said, they have a bunch of money for free agency. And then the Knicks kind of glued their team at the very last second. But like it was very, very nice. But they had like a lot of injuries here and there. Like I was expecting Bogdanovich to play a bigger role because like he was when he was with the Pacers, he was like with Victor Oladipo, he was like our best player in that series. And then so I was expecting him to play a better role. And then I just thought it was so weird. I know it's Thibodeau like rotations and rosters, but like having Alec Burks have that huge game in the Pacers, and then like it was still hard for him to find minutes. I feel like though, like if you had that playoff moment game, that's like when you reward that player that minutes. But I feel like both of those. I feel like the 76ers and Knicks have both way more room to improve than the Milwaukee Bucks.
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah,
Definitely.
with the Giannis and Lillard's contract, they really don't have much room to make any moves at all.
It's just getting role players and building chemistry. That's all they could really do.
Yeah,
There's
that's what I.
no moving on after you traded Drew to the current champions about to be. They gotta improve their role players.
Yeah. Well, uh, all of our teams. Well, I guess Caleb's is on there as the Bucks, but uh, to give our fans a little bit to know about who we are, I'm a Raptors fan, and I don't expect us to. I pretty expect our season to be pretty much similar than last season. Uh, Mike, you're a Bulls fan. You can talk on how you think your Bulls team are going to do next year.
Man, I mean, knowing our front office, our roster is gonna look probably exactly the same how it does right now, and they're not gonna do much. They'll be another playing team at best. But I'm hoping they could do something this summer, turn it around. But realistically, I don't have high hopes. But I love the Bulls, so
Yeah. And then Eddie, I mean, I was surprised to hear that you don't think the Grizzlies are on that list because I think they're gonna have the biggest jump, and then they're gonna have they're definitely gonna be in the playoffs, and they're gonna have to knock like one of those teams out of the playoffs. I mean, just off seating wise. So what do
Was yes.
you think about how they're gonna be?
The list you listed was for the finals, correct?
For people to for the championship odds, like
Championship odds. Okay. So
make
yeah, while I do think we will be somewhere, like I think we'll land semifinals. I don't think we get into the finals just because like I gotta see on this draft. You know what I mean? We gotta see on this draft. We lost our greatest big man, Mr. Adams, and we ain't got no one to fill that role right now, you know? We got what's his name? Jaron with the defensive last year with the defensive player of the year, was it?
yeah.
But we need a big dude to fill the role that Adams had that which honestly with no job these past however many games I don't even want to say. We need someone to step up. Oh, Gigi's there, true. Gigi right here, Gigi and Braun, you know. But
He gave him
as
30.
much
He
as
gave him
I
30.
want this dude to play well, we need more. We need more with no Ja. You know what I mean? But with Ja coming back, I definitely see us landing somewhere semifinals, hopefully finals. You know?
Yeah, I definitely think. I think like regarding G.G. Jackson, I think it was honestly a blessing in disguise that
Yeah.
all young guys were to have able to spread their wings. So when Ja does come back next year, G.G. Jackson should hopefully uh know his role, and then some of the other guys you kind of know how they're playing. Because I honestly like the minutes that Jordan Goodwin gave you. That like he played a good scrappy backup point guard, but I think it's somewhat time to move on from Derrick Rose. I don't know what Derrick Rose's career looks like, but I feel like his staying.
I don't see him playing much longer.
Honestly, yeah, I don't know because he didn't touch the core that often. You still have to figure out how you're gonna bring back Marcus Smart in all these minutes, but I am happy that a lot of those guys got to spread their wings. But
Yes.
okay, so I so that is we're gonna go to break and then we're gonna come back and talk more ball. One. Welcome back to the break. Before we get to our segment, I have a little bit more news to go over. I just want to hear your opinions on it. So, we have Clay unfollowed the Warriors and he deleted the picture of him and Steph Curry holding the championship trophy together off his Instagram. What are y'all
Really?
thoughts on this? And Eddie,
Was this just, when
this
was this?
this happened like what? Mike, did you see it on your timeline?
uh actually did see it on my timeline. Yeah, I did.
What?
And I don't know, I have mixed feelings about it.
But when did it happen? I forget. When did you see it? I
Yeah,
saw it like last. I saw it like yesterday morning. I think.
yeah, he unfollowed the Warriors. I don't know. And then I heard that
And the
Draymond
G League
came
team.
out and said that it was hilarious. That's what Draymond said. And I don't know if he meant like it's hilarious as in that he's leaving or that he knows that he's like fucking around and
Yeah.
that he's playing.
I don't know. I always think it's bad news bears when someone unfollow that. I would never unfollow prematurely though if I was an athlete.
I don't know.
Wasting your health.
Unfollowing is one thing, but deleting the picture of him and Curry holding the trophy is like that's just you have to be so unbelievably butthurt to do something like that.
Yeah, I
Especially
mean,
considering they won four together. Like even if like the Warriors GM or whatever spits on him, like I don't see how that I don't know how his relationship with the Warriors could be that severed that he deletes a photo like that.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, into some more fun news. Jaleel Okafor back into the NBA, joining the Suns G League after being like I think I saw him and he was like some MVP for whatever foreign country he was playing for.
how old is he now?
Yugoslavia.
I don't know. And you can double check to see what MVP he won, but I forget. I did see that though. I can double check that article actually. I have it on my phone very fast. Okay, here we go.
I mean, he's probably not gonna make it to the NBA.
Uh,
Backstage.
for our young viewers and our novice viewers like Edward, he was drafted third overall in 2013, into 15 to the 76ers. This past season overseas, he averaged 12 points, 5 rebounds off 60% shooting, playing 20 minutes a game.
Wait, he won MVP?
Oh, I don't think he did. I made that bullshit up.
Oh,
I was gassing.
I was about
I
to
wanted to make it
say.
juice. I thought I just wanted to make it sound like Joel Okafor is coming back into the league.
Yeah, I don't
Boom.
think so.
Well, and then Kevin Durant says he wants to own the Supersonics.
Did he say this?
He did say
When did he
this.
say that?
He did say this.
I mean, anything's possible.
I don't think he can own a team in OKC. He can own the Sonics.
He's got enough money probably.
What team that probably wants him?
Oh, definitely. He has hella money.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Okay, but to like buy a sports team is like billions. I don't know if he has billions. Or is it let me see.
He has
How much
been.
This man's like a 16-time All-Star. He's been making billions of dollars every year. And he has a shoe line that's been going on for 16 times.
Okay, all right. The Bulls
All
are
right,
worth
it said to buy
$5 billion.
NBA franchise, you need $3.85 billion.
He
He
got
does
that.
not have $3.85 billion.
Bro.
He has like hundreds of millions, but he doesn't like he would have to buy it with like a group. He couldn't buy it on his own.
You can buy him Dwayne Wade.
All right, Kevin Durant in 2023, his salary was 42.97 million United States dollars.
What's his net worth?
Ooh, that's a great question. Hold on.
It's probably like 500-600 million.
What do you think about that, Mike? About him owning the Sonics?
I mean, I think if he could, then it would be interesting. I don't know
As
how
of
he would fare as an
2024,
owner,
it's a little over 300
considering
mil.
His mind as an owner would be so interesting.
Yeah, he'd be
considering
like
his.
tweeting at
I don't know if
fans.
his career choices would impact his executive decision making, but if it does, we got a pretty interesting GM on our hands, I would say.
Yeah, I would
I
like.
think that would be interesting because, like, wasn't he originally drafted by the Supersonics?
Yeah.
If they turned
Mm-hmm.
into, yeah,
Well, yeah.
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 All right.
But
There'd
I
be
found
no
that his
better
net
person to
worth,
own
Caleb. I
them.
found his net worth is a little over 300 million. So
Yeah.
yes,
So
he could
he
buy probably a fraction of it.
could buy a WNBA
Google always
team.
lying, bro.
Google is always lying. How much? I show
Yeah, no, he definitely has
I'd say
more
he's
than
got
300 mil.
probably like half.
If he's getting paid 40 mil a year, he's been playing for like 15 years, and he's
He's been
got all those
All-Star for like
endorsements.
15 years.
And he has so many endorsements. And his
You
shoe
got to think
line.
about taxes, though.
It's probably more than that.
Yeah, there's so many taxes.
Sure.
There's a lot of tags. They
Yeah, when he was
jock
on the Warriors, he's
tags.
getting taxed fat.
I
Alrighty.
know all athletes get taxed.
So on to our next segment. Me, Mike, and Eddie have been looking at 50s, 60s, and 70s basketball rosters, and we'll be naming some players for Caleb to look up. And our job is to defend a case for ourselves, saying that we would be better than these old white fellas back in the olden days. And Caleb's job is to make a reason saying why that player deserves to be. Okay. And then the people that aren't debating this will be the other two people will be the judges of. Do you think I'd be a better hooper than Gene James is our first name.
Dean
Uh,
James. What year is he
Nicknamed
from?
Harold Gene James, nicknamed the Goose. He was a power forward who was 6'4" and 180. Okay. Now he is taller than me. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say for this hypothetical, I'm 5'11" and I'm pushing the 6 foot. But so he is bigger than me. He's from Ohio. He went to Marshall College, and his NBA length was 3 years. He averaged for his career uh 3.4 points. Um, and they didn't do rebound. Oh no, they did 2.9 rebounds. The year I'm saying I'm better than him is the 1950 season where he averaged 0.5 points off off 33% shooting.
All
What's
right,
his
doing the
career
same.
average?
His career average is 3.4 off of 33%.
All right, I'm having a little bit of trouble bringing up his college statistics, but he did go to Marshall and played for the Thundering Herd. This article actually says that he was a Thundering Herd great, so it's not looking good for you.
I would be the great from Thundering Herd.
All right, well, let's see. Was a starter for the 1947 NAIB National Championship team and was NAIB First Team All American in 1947 and Associated Press Honorable Mention in 1948. Hmm.
Hmm.
Let's see here.
You think you'd be better than that?
Yes, those are a reward. He didn't the all NBA the
Sounds
all
like he had a pretty stacked college career. I'm
the
not gonna
all the
lie.
all
Yeah,
the
he
all
did.
that's against the old white guys themselves. At Marshall. Marshall is where he hooped at.
He hooped at Marshall University.
Yeah, so he was the starting center for the national championship
At
team
6'4".
and was their leading rebounder.
Damn. He
No,
And he
would
went to
definitely
Stonewall
get bored of the
Jackson High School.
I
that
don't
would
care.
be that's like Garland giving you
Lost
award.
Eddie to the butt cheeks of Gigi Jackson.
Wait, let me see if I can find any more information on this guy, but there's just no way. This guy's actually kind of a monster.
I'm saying Cap. Eddie, what you saying? What do you think?
he gonna get all the boards on you. He getting all them rebounds.
All right, fine.
I think.
I'm gonna
Mike,
say don't underestimate these old plumbers, dude. They got
Is this one on ones?
they got big
621?
muscle on them. They got a
all
lot.
right.
They'll move you around, bro.
Then Mike, you're up next. Give your player that you tell that you're better than.
Okay, there weren't a so I'm not a great hooper by any means, bro. But I was looking on the
Okay, I'm
Lakers,
worse.
and it was the Minneapolis Lakers
Oh
back
yeah, that's a bad teams.
back in let's say wait, I forgot his name. His name is he on this? Oh, I guess he's not on this. Okay. We're gonna look at this dude. His name is Billy Hassett. Okay.
Billy,
He's
what?
five
What's it?
Billy Hassett. and
Oh.
he was on the 1950 Lakers team.
Oh yeah, I
So
found him. All right. Damn, he
so
was.
he's a 5'11" point guard.
Okay.
And the season that I would be comparing him to
Oh my god.
is the one in Minneapolis, the Lakers, where he averaged 2.6 points per game on 26% field goal efficiency. Uh and let's see what other stats I got in there. Let's see. 1.6 assists. I could definitely do more than that. And then he had 2 personal fouls. Okay. So I think I could be better than him. Billy Hassett. What's his college career looking like? Have you looked that up?
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think they like kept stats because I can't find any of his college stats.
Let's see how
Oh,
old he was during that time. So he was 28 in 1950. So when he was in college, it was like early 40s, like late 30s.
all
I don't
right. I
even
have
know if they were doing basketball like that professionally back then.
all right. So I do have some limited information. Um, in college, I don't have any of his statistics, but in 1945 he was first team All American, and in 1946 he was second team All American. Um, so I'm guessing that his stats were definitely pretty good. Let's see. Won a championship with George Mikan in 1950. Um,
He
I
averaged two
mean,
points
in
though.
his rookie year, he was actually kind of a monster. He averaged 9 and 4.
Yeah, I don't think I could beat him his rookie year, but that one where he
That's
averaged
dirty.
2.6.
I got Mike shooting better than 26%.
Yeah, I could shoot better
Yeah,
than
true. His shooting
26%.
Way
splits
better
are
than
his
26%.
free throw shooting splits are horrible.
Yeah, that's
But
some trash shooting percentage. I think he was only on the team for a year, and they're like, "You're
I'm still
buns."
taking Billy though because he was 2-time All American in college basketball.
Alrighty, Eddie, let's see who you got.
All right, kind of hopping back to the Supersonics here.
Oh
We're
my
looking at the
god, what? It's gonna be
Yes.
something from like 1980.
No, we're looking at the 68, 69 Supersonics.
Okay,
Damn,
what's
Right?
the
68, 69.
Oh,
Mm.
you're cooked.
So y'all know I'm not a
Okay.
hooper at all. I don't be hooping like that. But today we're looking at my boy Al Hairston.
Al Harrison. I
Hairston.
don't even know that.
No, not Al Harrison.
Dude,
Al Harrison,
imagine Al Harrison hooping back in the 60s.
No.
yeah, Al Harrison would have been like 5-time MVP.
Close.
All right, Al Hairston was
Yes, his actual name is Alan
Al
Leroy
Harrison?
Hairston. Alan
Hairston.
Leroy Hairston.
Yes, I have him.
Wonderful. He was born in December 11th, 1945. He says here he went to Bowling Green.
Hey.
High school, he went to some Michigan high school, Mount Clemens. And he was drafted
Mount
to
Clemens.
Supersonics in 68. So this is his rookie year, is it not?
That's the year going. That's his worst year. That's the one year that you think you'd be.
Yes. And it says here that he averaged 2.2 points, as well as his field goal percentage was 33.6. So y'all know I don't hoop at all. But if I could hoop, I think I could take Al Harrison his rookie year.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know.
Caleb, what you got for us?
Here, I'm having some trouble getting his stats because apparently he was like a really good coach after, so everything's about that.
It was about
He's
the
out coaching you, that's for
skill.
sure.
It wasn't
He
about the
might
mind.
outwork you.
That might go in your favor though, Eddie. The reason he got in the NBA because of his mind, not because of his skill.
Okay, wait, it's over. I found his college stats.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Okay. So I think he played like For some reason, it only has his junior and senior year stats, but here they are. He averaged 15 and 14 points, 3.5 rebounds one year, three rebounds another year.
He is a little taller than me. Yes.
They didn't track assists
What was he
back
listed
then.
at?
He was 6'1". He shot
He's like
45%.
170, 6'1".
Yeah, this guy's beating you 21-0.
Yeah, shit.
I mean, he's putting up 15 points. It's pretty decent. He's shooting 46%. This guy was solid.
That is impressive. Yeah, when we did this earlier, the guy that I gave Caleb I had that one guy that was a Harlem Globetrotter.
Oh yeah, that was the guy that averaged like 20 and 15.
Yo.
Wait, did this guy just not play? He played 3 games and didn't score. I'd be better than that. I guarantee you I'd be better than that.
All right, what's his name?
Pete Cross.
Heath Cross?
Pete. P-E-E.
Oh, Pete. Guy probably averaged like
He's a
45 and
6'9" center, but he played 3 games and didn't score a bucket.
Not one?
Not one bucket. His that was for the that's his whole entire year. He shot 0% on the year.
wow. All right. I'm sorry. He still holds the Supersonics rookie record for rebounds in rebounds.
No!
He averaged 12 rebounds per game in 1970.
That's okay, bro. What is he? Oh, he did do that. He did average.
Damn.
He did average 8 and 12. But I'm saying
Damn.
the year he averaged. I'm saying I'm better than the year he averaged 0 points off 0% shooting. You can't tell me that I wouldn't be better than that.
Well,
I'm a
did he even
small-
play?
Well, did he get any minutes?
3 games.
3
He played
games where he
3
went in at the
games.
end for 1 minute?
3 games for 8 minutes. I can
Yeah,
get
so
I can get you a
He didn't
point.
score
I can
a
get you a
point.
point in 3 minutes and 8 minutes.
I could see that, I guess. That's true.
You have another one,
8
Mike?
minutes and averaging 0 points. That's not even point something.
No, dead 0.
Damn.
0.
And he shot 0% on the year.
well, you also got to remember that those games were like
He shot
6
0% on the year, Caleb. I'm giving you a bucket.
he played 8 minutes. Anybody can play 8 minutes and shoot 0%.
What? And I'm telling you, I'm scoring 1.
If I'm out
Yeah,
there,
but one on one, he's
I'm putting up
beating you.
shots. I don't know why he wasn't putting up shots.
There's no
You'd
way you
never
can't
get a
tell me I'm
rebound
not
over
scoring
him.
buckets. This conversation shouldn't even started then if we're not going to talk about how I can be better than a player that shot 0% on his whole entire NBA career for that season.
But the year before, he averaged 8 and 12,
No, that was 2 years later.
or 2 years.
Or that was a year later. No, that was 2 years. Yeah, 2 years. He went from 0 points to 0.7. Ooh, to
It's a big come up.
4.8 to 7. That's pretty decent. Mike, do you have another one or nah?
I did not look at another one.
Eddie, do you have another one or nah?
Nah, I do not.
Yeah, that's totally fine. We'll go to our next segment, which is so first, I'm gonna start it off with, do we think so we're all agreeing that the Celtics are gonna win the championship either tomorrow or in 3 days or in 4 days.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think there's no question.
I mean, there's never been
Nothing's
a
gonna
3-0
Discussion,
comeback,
Caleb.
right?
You wanna have a
It's-
discussion how you have no basketball knowledge?
It's not over till it's over.
Okay. But in the sakes of this
I'm
conversation,
giving it Celtics.
It's highly, highly likely that the Celtics win.
for the sake of this conversation, would the Wolves or the Nuggets have been at any different series?
I think the Nuggets would have
Yeah, I agree.
I think the Nuggets would have won that as well. Yes.
because they've been there before. They're experienced and they won the last time. I
There's a
think the
different
Celtics the
Celtics.
Celtics would be kind of nervous.
There's a different Celtics team.
Different Celtics team?
Yeah, no, this is a completely different Celtics team than they played last year in the final. Or yeah,
They
actually,
played the Heat in the finals.
I mean, oh yeah,
I'm saying that
yeah, my fault. Yeah, yeah.
because they have won a championship, they're gonna go into that finals and be like, damn, they already have one. They might get it back to back here.
The only reason I
Even though they might not be telling themselves that, there's still that like gut feeling. Like they've been here before, they've done it. Even though the Celtics have been there before, they haven't finished the job.
yeah. What do you all think?
Yeah, I completely agree. I think it's just because they've just been there before. They'd be more comfortable. I mean, you can tell that Luka's just like he's been a little bit uncomfortable this series, just because I feel like he has never really been in a game like this before.
Yeah. I feel like Kyrie knows kind of what's happening, but Luca, I feel
Oh,
like
Kyrie
kind of like
definitely
a
does.
deer in headlights, bro.
I think on defense, he's a deer in headlights.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like
He's still going
actually
crazy on
terrible.
offense, besides
Going
him
crazy.
complaining about calls.
Yeah.
Well, he also had that like wasn't he like almost not gonna play game 2 or some shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
he was hurt.
But he's been doing all that. He's been having leg trouble all the playoffs.
Yeah.
But
yeah, he was injured during that Timberwolves
I do think the
series.
I
biggest.
think
I think the Wolves would be pretty much similar, but I do think the Nuggets, especially not having Porzingis, and then having the Nuggets' best player be the center, is way more tough. And I also think that just like their pick and roll doesn't rely off like I don't know, like the pick and roll and like the actions that the Mavericks do. They all like they're trying to create lobs and they're trying to create corner shots. And I feel like the Nuggets are a lot better at finding wing shots with Michael Porter Jr. And also I feel like their pick and roll is 10 times more effective and like leads into a lot more different motions and actions than the Mavericks. What how their offense runs. I think that would have been a tough for the Celtics, but I still think the Celtics would have won out against any team. I think they've proven that they're just tiers ahead of them. Also, with the fact that Jason Tatum hasn't been playing amazing. I feel like the Nuggets would seize that opportunity to beat him. Um,
Yeah, no one's better than Jokic with the pick and roll.
Going into our last segment, I'm gonna name the last past 10 championship winners, and we're gonna just go off of the uh prediction that the Celtics would have already won. So first, we're going with last year's Nuggets team. So Mike, it sounds like you think that the Nuggets would win because even if they were to come beat the Celtics this year.
I think it would be a lot closer than this year's finals, but uh, I'd say they would take it at the end of the day. They're
The-
gonna. I think the Nuggets would win
Yeah,
against this Celtics team, especially with as you said, the Tatum not playing, at least not shooting the best. He's been playing well otherwise, but has not been able to knock it down.
yeah, I agree. I would take last year's Nuggets because they were that was a different like a different way of I don't know how to explain it, but they did feel like that was like their year, and they felt like how the Celtics felt this year with their being on the pedestal, but their pedestal felt higher.
When we're
Yeah,
when we're comparing them, are we assuming that Porzingis is out?
Um, you get them for 2 games, I guess.
Okay.
yeah,
I don't know. I feel like the Nuggets team last year was very good, but at the same time they were just like completely on fire. Um I don't know. I just think at the end of the day, the Celtics seem just a little bit better and deeper. So I think they would win in 7, but it would be such a good series. Definitely go to
That's
6 or
true.
7.
Be a great series.
Yeah, oh yeah. So give your prediction in a game series. I would probably say for this one, I would probably say Nuggets in 7 as well. Is that your guys' prediction as well? Nuggets in 7?
Nuggets in 6 or 7, yeah.
I'd say Celtics in 7.
Okay. And then
Mm.
Eddie, what you got?
I also had Nuggets at 7.
Okay. And then the next year we have the Golden State Warriors with Andrew Wiggins and Steph Curry and that older team. So who would you have for them? This is what I would say. That Celtics team is a completely different team than this Celtics team. And I think the addition of Holiday over Marcus Smart in that series would have been insane. And then I think the 2 games of Porzingis would have been the exact hump that they needed to get over the hump. The exact boost that they needed to get over the hump. 2 games of Porzingis could have beaten the Warriors, I think. So I would say I would give this war. Oh, I don't think they could have beaten it if they get Steph Curry to go to game 7. It's like kind of hard to say that the Warriors won't win. So I'm gonna have the Celtics in 6 for this one.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna also say like Celtics in 6. I think that they would. I think there's no backcourt defense like Derek White and Drew Holiday, like them as compared to what they were or what Derek White was back when they were in the finals. Like I think it's night and day difference. Like their team is so much better than they were before, and I think that they would take them in way easier amount of games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Celtics in 6. I mean, that was definitely like the worst Warriors team that won a championship. I think those other Warriors teams might smack up the Celtics, but yeah, this year definitely Celtics.
Yeah, I think Tatum would give Wiggins the work. No
Yeah,
lie.
Tatum would
true.
definitely give Wiggins the work.
No lie.
Yeah. What you got, Eddie, for your
I
series?
would say the same, but honestly, I was looking at that whole year, and I would have loved to see the Heat in that finals game versus the Warriors. I think that would have been a much more interesting series than the Celtics and the Warriors.
Yeah, the Heat were. That's like just another time. Like the Heat are always just on some like. Who beat them in their playoffs?
The
Wait, was
Celtics.
was that the year that like Caleb Martin or Cody Martin went off?
Yeah, Caleb Martin went off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That was a
remember that.
4-3 series.
Yeah, so I agree. I think that would have been interesting. Next we got the Bucks with Drew Holiday winning it.
Drew versus
Drew,
Drew.
Drew
Drew
versus Drew,
with
bro.
Drew
Giannis
on
dropping
Drew.
with Giannis dropping a game 750 ball.
I think it's going 7. You
Yeah,
can't have
that
Drew Holiday versus Drew Holiday and not have it go 7 game. But if Giannis is still dropping 50, I'm Bucks in 7.
I would say Bucks in 7 as well.
who did the oh, man, that is so tough.
They just have a better number one option than the Celtics, and
They
they still have
made
Drew
like the
Holiday.
wrong option.
I know, but then like Middleton's the second option versus Brown being the second option.
That's true. You need a really good Middleton
I think
performance.
He did good
I don't
though.
know.
He
I
no, he
think
did
the
well. He did well.
I think the Celtics just have like way more depth. I think they would win in 7.
Eddie?
Celtics. So it's Drew versus Drew yet again, but
Drew versus
I
Drew.
would give it to the Bucks in 7.
Yeah, I'd probably give it to the Bucks in 7. I mean, that team has the defense to do it. and it has like it had like my favorite, like Bobby Portis played very well. I remember in those like moments actually like Wesley Matthews played pretty decent.
Yeah, he
Like
did.
Hey, Middleton on that team too.
yeah, that's what we said. He's the
Yeah.
option. So that's a little questioning, but I would have to give it. I'd have to. Giannis was just so pure in that finals run.
Do you
It
think this year's Drew is better than the Bucks Drew in 2021 in
it's a
the
different,
playoffs?
honestly. It's the one that like this shooter doesn't care. Like his burden is not scoring, so like he can hone in on what makes Drew great. But
Yeah, I
definitely,
agree.
he definitely had a way bigger baggage for the other one. We got 3 minutes, so we gotta shoot through these a little bit faster. Next we have the bubble Lakers.
Celtics in 4.
Damn.
No, I'm just
Oh my
kidding. Celtics,
Damn.
definitely Celtics. Celtics in 6.
I would say Celtics in 6 or 5.
I honestly, it was the Mickey Mouse team, the Mickey Mouse
But they
championship.
were a good team.
They were
Like
so good.
Yeah, and
they were
Anthony Davis was
good.
going
Rajon
crazy that
Rondo,
They
year.
were good, bro.
No, it was Rajon Rondo and KCP is what made that team great. They've had the Anthony Davis and LeBron thing, and it's been booty. It was the fact that they actually had
No,
the
but I mean, I think they had good backups in my opinion. Like with Dwight Howard, you had like his
Totally.
last decent season, and then
Where we
JaVale
did
McGee wasn't JaVale McGee still there?
Hmm?
JaVale McGee was
I
yeah,
think
JaVale McGee
so.
was doing a little
Kuzma.
Kuzma, Rondo.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah, no, that team was fun, dude.
but I
They're
still,
getting smacked by the
I would still
Celtics
think
this
it's
year, though.
I would I would take the Celtics.
I'm thinking it's
I'd,
out of the bubble format, and I'm giving it to the Celtics.
in the bubble format. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm taking the Celtics.
Yeah. Eddie, what do you have the Celtics? What do you have this year?
Celtics.
Okay.
And Celtics in the bubble. Celtics.
But what do you have it at?
How many games?
It's honestly 6.
Okay. Okay, then we have my 2019 Toronto Raptors. I'll let y'all go first on this one. I want to hear all y'all thoughts before I say a word.
I'm saying the Celtics are taking it. Like that team was great, and that was one of my favorite championships to watch. Like no lie.
Spicy
But
P.
you also had a Clay that tore his Achilles, or no, a Clay that tore his ACL, and a KD that tore his Achilles. So, and then they were not going to win that series otherwise. And I would say that the Celtics have like the same amount of star power. So I'd say they win.
Yeah, Celtics in 5 or 6.
I'm just such a believer that year was just so.
Could you remind me the score of the that game? The Raptors, what was it?
The game.
Like or the series, my bad.
It didn't really matter because
I think it was 4-2 Raptors,
those
wasn't it?
guys went down. We knew we kind of won, honestly.
Yeah, true.
They won in 6 games.
All right, we have less than a minute before this thing turns off. So thank you very much for watching. We're gonna have to stop on there. I think we're all in agreement that the Kevin Durant Warriors would absolutely shit on the Celtics. I think we
Oh,
They
can
would.
absolutely.
They
we
would.
all agree on that. So
Thank you,
I do think that the
Thank you,
Raptors
KD.
year was perfect, and I just think that that year we were gonna win it no matter what because I don't know. Kawhi was on a mission. He was the best player in the world that year. But
True.
thank you very much for watching
Arguable.
Friday Night Futon or basketballing to be determined in the future.